Okay, the briefing session will start now. And could everybody hear me? If yes, then I will start the briefing session now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jackie, the MC of the briefing session today, and the Vice Director of the of the Professional Activities team of the IABMS. First, I would like to thank you all for joining the briefing session of the International MBS Business Management Simulation Competition 2023. To begin with, I would like to introduce the agenda for today's briefing session. To let all of you know more about our organization and the competition, I'll briefly introduce our association first. Then, the chairman of the IABMS, Mr. Michael Chan, would like to give us a sharing about the previous competitions, followed by an introduction to the competition platform, as well as the competition rules and formulas. At last, we would like to have a reminder on all the workshops and competition dates with a Q&A section. May I ask, are there any questions before the briefing session starts? Could everybody hear me? Is that okay? If yes, uh, please let me introduce our association, the International Association of Business Management Simulation. So, actually, in this year, we have a total of 10 executive committee members organizing different competitions and events for our students and from different levels, including the Junior Entrepreneur Business Management Competition 2023, the Greater Bay Area MBS Business Management Competition 2023, and the International MBS Business Management Simulation Competition 2023, in which you are joining now under the Futurepreneur program, launched in August last year. As the name suggests, we hope that we could provide a platform to students who are eager to be a business leader in the future, helping them acquire different kinds of business knowledge and insights in this ever-changing world. And that is also why we bring this competition to you. In fact, this competition has already been organized for 4 years, and this competition has benefited many students, including our committee members, by providing a new, interesting way for learning, which is simulation. May we invite the founder and the chairman of the International Association of Business Management Simulation, Mr. Chen Kwai Nam, Michael, to talk more about the reasons for promoting simulations to students and his experiences in holding the past competition. Mr. Chen, please.
Okay. Thank you, Jackie. Can you hear from me? Can you hear from me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Jackie. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our briefing session of the International MBS Business Management Simulation Competition 2023. Let me introduce myself. My name is Michael Chen. I'm the chairman of the International Association of Business Management Simulation and also the chairman of the IceTech Hong Kong Company Limited. Um, our, uh, our association is a company being registered in Hong Kong, which is a non-profit charitable organization serving the society. And Top Boss is the Top Boss International Company Limited is one of the largest market business management simulation provider in Asia. This platform has been widely used in China, Taiwan, and other Southeast Asia countries with more than 500 universities. We are their exclusive distributor from Hong Kong, in Hong Kong and Macau. Over the past 5 years, I've hosted actually around 7 different major international competition for our Hong Kong local student and also mainland China student and also overseas student to participate in this university event. we have continued to evolve, adapt, and transform the education through innovative and creative simulation platform in various business categories. Not only through the business simulation product serving the university, but we also contribute to the society uh, by hosting the global competition for our youth. We hope to provide the student with a quality learning platform to develop your critical thinking, effective communication, problem solving, and last but not the least is how to become a social responsibility person. As you know well, interdisciplinary learning is inherently student driven, with students making connection across different business subjects and different synthetic perspective to develop your original idea. This approach enables students to see your voice, your idea, how to reflect in the academic achievement. Um, as you know well, some of you might be year one, or maybe some of you is better is year four. But students always have to wait until their first job to get the very practical experience from the job, okay? Which is and also the learning from the job, which is maybe you take long time and also maybe costly to do and learn. But we want to bring this learning from the simulation game to the business real world directly to you and provide you with the most realistic business simulation. In our simulation platform, the student and the team member can develop your team competitiveness, your initiative through the simulation game. Is in an uncertain competitive environment and a highly stressful simulated environment. Go by going through couple rounds of analysis the marketing information, your competitors information, and also you need to setting your company goal and also how do you implement the goal and how do you manage your action, your you take the action from your mistake. So that's how you can try to pitch the KPI as given before the game starts. And clearly, you have to analyze all the relationship between various management tasks and also the management team from a financial and non-financial point of view. And also, you will find there's a lot of interest and conflict between the different data information. Okay. So all, our goal is to cultivate the Hong Kong student as the Hong Kong as our future Hong Kongpreneurs. So that if you take a look on our website, you can see our hero page, showing you that after the competition, if any student would like to showcase your business idea, like in the last, like Facebook, GoGoVan or Uber, something like that, to the venture capital fund in order to pitch the funding uh, for starting up your first business. You can feel free to approach us. We can arrange a meeting with the VC for you if you want to make it happen. As far as I know, the elementary level of the venturing fund is talking about $1 million. So it is very attractive. If anyone have a very sound idea, feel free to let us know, and we will try to make this one day the so-called the pitching uh, uh, event for you. Back to the MBS simulation. So we want you to deepen your spirit of the collaboration across the department, your student, because we are wide on the different department in the game and in the field, so that you will be experience how to make the business decision for a company in a fierce competition environment and strive for the best result. Uh, Finally, I hope that students would be enjoy and inspired from this competition learning. So last but not least, I would like to share with you, in last year, we have three competition, as Jackie just mentioned, the Greater Bay Area competition, the international competition, and also the female entrepreneur competition. And also we have come into the agreement and alignment with 10 students after the competition that we will set this International Association of Business Management Simulation. And in a way that this year we have couple more projects or more competition to deliver to the student. If you um, check from our website, we have actually 4 competition in this year. Apart from the junior, junior entrepreneur, Greater Bay Area, and the international competition, we also have another competition. It's a COSTRIC, Hong Kong, Macau business management simulation. So in this competition, there's over 1,000 students from China. They will have a local competition for the case competition. And after that, for the shortlist student, they can come to Hong Kong, that they can compete with the student of our Hong Kong teams. So which will happen in the July 8th. So I hope the student can learn more and inspire more from going through our different type of the simulation platform. And I believe that this platform will give you a very interesting and very unforgettable learning journey. Okay, so now I would like to pass the time back to Jackie, and he'll have more for you about the MBS competition information. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Mr. Chen. And so we have just sent our website link just now. So if you are interested in our competitions and activities, don't hesitate to visit our website to look for more information. And and this is actually the fifth time that this competition is held, and we hope that through this competition we could provide you with high-level business insights and let you equip the fundamentals of being a business analyst, a thoughtful company planner, and even a proactive decision maker in a dynamic and virtual business marketplace before you start your journey towards entrepreneurship. To be specific, we will cover different business concepts like market share, cost structure, and cash flow management in this competition, as well as the business strategies, including pricing, marketing, and R&D in the workshops before the competitions. Next, let me introduce details of the competition and the platform. In a simulation game, we assume that your team is a chocolate company that will compete with other teams in the same market. In order to survive in this competitive market, each team should make their own business plan based on macroeconomy and the competitors, which are other participating teams. So, actually, macroeconomy includes like inflation, economic growth, and seasonal indicator. And apart from that, the potential demand and price elasticity are also important factors affecting your decision. So, actually, besides the macroeconomy, you should also put focus on your costs in order to maintain your profitability. By taking reference at your financial statements, you could have a clear picture on whether you have overspending in operating costs or you are borrowing too much money. So actually, you could see that uh, the financial ratios shown in the platform could also help you evaluate the company's performance. And so, how should we formulate our business planning before making the decision? Here comes the 6 perspectives you should be aware of. The first perspective is the market. By considering the potential demand as well as your finished good inventory, you should ensure that the number of inventory is enough to meet the potential demand. But remember not to leave too many inventories in your warehouse. You could also try to enhance your product quality and increase your marketing expense in order to increase your potential demand. Next, in the finance perspective, you have to maintain normal operating expenses by controlling the assets in your company. Moreover, you should also demonstrate the company value to shareholders in order to attract more investment for maintaining sustainable growth. In fact, by What does it mean by demonstrating the company value? Is kind of like when you uh, making decisions for a company to issue dividend to investors, which could attract more investors to come to support our company. That is a kind of showing the company value to our customers and investors. Moreover, you should also be aware of your liabilities by looking at the balance sheet. I believe that you won't let your company capital be replaced by other investments. If the situation is getting worse, the company could be forced into bankruptcy too. So, it is very important to control uh, the amount of liabilities in our companies in order to let your company success. Next, in the production perspective, you have to purchase adequate raw materials and minimize the labor costs, the management expense, and the depreciation expense. You should also try to minimize the raw material cost by looking at the seasonal indicator as the price of the raw materials in each season may differ. Uh, Next, to increase the sales, you should also take a look at the customer perspective. I believe that all of us, as a customer, would always consider three things before we are going to buy that product: the price, the quality, and the image. I think nobody would like to buy an expensive product with a low quality, right? So, actually, it is essential to find strategies that could compromise between these three factors in order to attract more customers. Like, how should I improve the product quality in order to attract more customers, or should I put more expenses and investment in my marketing expense in order to let more people know what uh, is my product about, or my or the fun or the functions that my product could brought to him. So um, just now I've taught many decisions that we have to think about, and how are we going to make such a huge number of decisions? Here comes the last perspective: organization. As a as a team competition, teamwork is always the key to success. You are strongly recommended to assign different works or roles inside your team in advance in order to make decisions efficiently. Note that there are only 20 minutes for making decisions each round, so it is better to utilize the manpower you have. And the planning is ready, and actually it is time for decision making. There is four steps in total, namely analysis, planning, action, and review. For analysis, as mentioned before, you have to observe the macroeconomy to deduce the impacts brought by the general business environment to your company. Then, plan the production according to your potential demand, asking questions like how much goods should I produce and how much raw materials should I purchase in this round could help you familiarize with the production process, as well as help you think thoroughly about uh, what decision benefit the company most. After finish your planning, you could just submit your decisions and wait for the results. And the last step is review. You should check whether the outcomes match with your expectations. In the MBS platform, we actually have a part called the MBO objectives, management by objectives. It is it is a place that you could key in your decisions and to serve as a goal and to see whether the actual outcomes is matched with your management by objectives. If there is some discrepancies and you have to think about which process or which decision did I make it wrong and how could I tackle the root cause of the problem. And next, we should, if after we have find the root cause and we have to tackle the root of the problem and see whether there are improvements for, like, after in first round we have like spot some discrepancies between our expectations and the actual outcomes. We could actually try to key in different decisions to see whether there are improvements. So, in these few workshops, in the coming weeks, we will teach you how to like dive into the MBS platform and to see whether different decisions could make different results. Last but not least, a thoughtful decision could help you outperform other teams. And that's all for the competition platform. And I would like to mention one more thing is that in this MBS platform, we actually have four levels of decisions, and um, the levels of decisions differs in the number of decisions we have to make in each round. For example, the level one in MBS, we have to make only four decisions in each round. But in level four of the MBS platform, we have to make around in 20 decisions in total. So um, in the coming weeks, we will like gradually uh, increase our levels, and you would touch with many more and more decisions to let you familiarize with the MBF platform. And that's all for the competition platform. And it comes to the end of the briefing session. If you haven't registered for the competition, don't hesitate to join us after the deadline, which is coming shortly on 28th of March. The date and the time of the workshops and the competitions are also shown on the slide. If you want to register now, you could either scan the QR code on the screen, like here, and and or click the registration link inside the chat box, which will be which has just sent in the chat box just now. And don't worry if you miss something just now. We will send you the presentation slides in the WhatsApp group, and we will talk these things and this knowledge in the coming workshops. And before the Q&A section, we would like to mention the requirement for the group photo. Actually, each team have to submit their group photo, um, and to facilitate our preparation, please submit a team photo in size of uh, 1600 pixels times 800 pixels with 720 dpi. Um, Further information will be provided later after you have registered successfully and added into the group. We'll announce in the group too. And you should be reminded that the photo should actually include team's name, the university that you are representing, and both the photo and the name of each member in your team. So that is all what I have to talk about, and Now is the Q&A section. Please feel free to speak up if you have any inquiries about the training workshops or competitions. You could also send the QR code to join our competitions. If you haven't joined us, we will send you the confirmation email once you have successfully registered. So you could feel free to ask questions. Are there any questions regarding the coming workshops or competitions you would like to know more about, or you would like to know more about the MBS platform? You could either open the mic to speak up or just type in the chat box if you want. Uh, I've seen a question in the chat box, and for the workshops, if you can't attend it, don't worry, we will send you the recording after the workshops. And our workshops will be organized will be held at night, so it could like if you we will send more information later. Are there more questions regarding the competitions, workshops, or like the platform itself? uh, for the date of the competition, as it is subject to the venue availability, we will inform you once we have confirmed it. Probably it will we will announce the date at around April. Are there more any questions? Uh, for the competition, uh, it is for the competition. It is in face to face.
Sorry, Jackie. May I have
Yes,
a piece of information want to share with the student?
sure.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so student, thanks for your time to stay until now before we come to the end of this briefing session. So I would like to share with you business management decision-making platform has been widely used in many different countries, like US, European country, and also for the very first tier university as well, MIT, Harvard, Stanford. So if you take a look on the Harvard Business Management Simulation, you can find the similar business management decision platforms in their curriculum easily. So in Hong Kong, frankly speaking, it is not quite popular the student can learn such kind of practical simulation platform because of a lot of reason. The reason that we formed the team and kick off so many simulation is just for the purpose that we want to let the student inspire to um, train their critical thinking from going through a series of the step-by-step troubleshooting. So as mentioned by Jackie, so you'll be given with a company information, the balance sheet, your current ratio, quick ratio, and also cash, the cash, such kind of things. And then from going through each round of the decision, you will be given with the after the decision is made, you'll be given with all the financial statement, balance sheet, cash flow, income statement, financials, the turnover spreadsheet, etc. Financial ratios spreadsheet, and also the deal point spreadsheet as well. So in a way that you will know whether your company is in profitable status or is behind profitable status. If you find your company is doing well, of course, we have to think about how you can sustain your business until the end of the game. Okay, but what's happened if you are not doing well, which is behind the expected result? You have to find a way how you can going to turn around your business. I think most of you might very familiar with what is the case competition. As you know, case competition is a way that the the platform provider will tell you that which company, for example, is Walmart or maybe Tesla or maybe Apple. Okay, you can find out all the financial statement from their, from their website because they are the listed company. So you should be able to download all the financial statement from this company first. And then by going through all the detail of the statement, you need to tackle all the problem of this company, and you have to think about how you can turn around the business model. For example, there's some ecosystem or some breakthrough technical development in a way that you can turn around the business. As you know well, like the small shareholders, they're always looking for a high return company in a way that they will invest the money to buy their shares. And also the company, when they make profits from your investment, they will share the profits with them from the dividends. So in this platform, we deal with this kind of scenario that if you are encouraged to make the dividends to your shareholder as early as possible. As you know well, the same amount if if you pay out in the later stage, you will have a time discount along with the depreciation. So that's why, in order to sustain your value, the so-called the net present value of your company, the cash in, cash out, so that you are encouraged to release the dividends to the market. And of course, there's some limitation for you to make the dividends. In the Model 1, the requirement is as long as you have the cash, the own equity with over 10 million, so you can make the dividends after the first 10 million. And come to the Model 4, this is 6.5 million. Okay, so and also the other things I want to share with you is that this platform has been used in CU, HKUST, and also the PolyU, and also the MU as well. Like today and tomorrow, today the course name is ISOM 4780, which is the operation management of the student. You need to touch base with this MBS simulation platform, and I joined class with this class, and also the other class is so-called the ETM 6000F, which is another engineering management course of one master degree student. So this class is about like 60 something students from different country, Hong Kong, China, and foreign country as well. I've seen in this class for 3 times, and every time when I observe the student playing the MBS, and the students are very fascinated and very interesting to learn. First of all, they are interested to learn. They are they cannot wait to see the result after their decision is given to the system. And in a way that the team can go through the collaboration, the discussion from the result. And throughout this process, they can a lot of things can be discovered from their decision making, and in a way that they need to try to turn around their business decision, turn around. They hope to turn around their business result from going through different strategy or different ways of the thinking. So overall, I think this MBS thinking, first of all, I can surely tell you that this is in Hong Kong, it's a very unique simulation platform that you cannot find it from anywhere else in Hong Kong. First of all, of course, you can easily find it in other country, but in Hong Kong, I can definitely tell you that we are the only one which can provide this kind of business management decision platform to you. And I hope that the student can have more practical knowledge and inspire from this simulation game, so that you have uh, been receiving more knowledge before you come to the society, no matter you want to be the MT or the startup after your graduation from the university. So there's a piece of sharing to you. So that's why I'm fully encouraged to join this competition with the team. And last thing I forgot to mention is that this MBS, International MBS competition, is the third cohort. So in this year, because of the first 2 years, the students are very enjoy and very inspired from this competition. So that a lot of different countries like Kasata University from Thailand, Ho Chi Minh Econ University from Vietnam, and also the University of Indonesia from Indonesia, the National Taipei University from Taipei, and one more is the mainland from Shenzhen University. That student will, in this competition, they will come from their country to Hong Kong directly, okay, in a way that they want to inspire from this, exciting competition, and then want to compete in this competition face to face together. So I can tell you this will be very interesting and one of the very challenging game. Unlike the case competition, it's more about the concept wise, and also is the vertical, because you never know whether you can really make profit or not, even though you give out a very interesting or very good presentation to the jury. But in here, all depends on your real result. If all your decision, the real decision, the decision is good, you can see a very good success from your business, or else you may adapt in the big trouble from running the business. Okay, that is a piece of sharing from me, and hopefully I can see you in the competition. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Mr. Chen. And is there any other questions from any students? And if you want to register our competition, you could scan this QR code, or you could click on the link sent in the chat box. If there are no more other questions, I will end this meeting, and thank you all for joining this briefing session. I can't wait to see you all in the coming workshops and the competition. If you are interested in other activities of our association, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and you could also register as our association member. And you could also visit our website as I mentioned just now. Last but not least, thank you, take care, and wish you all a wonderful evening.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
If anyone want to ask question here, so please feel free to voice out your question before we end the session today. Thank you. I found there's one or two students still online. Any question?
If you have any questions, you could voice out or you could type in the chat box if you want.
So according to your ID, seems you are the Korean student. Am I correct? Okay, so but maybe they are not around. It's okay. Okay, if that is the case, then maybe
We
can.
could end the meeting.
Yep. Okay. Thank you and see you.
Thank you.
See you.